Hey man, say man, who you know king of the classics like Space Jam? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ra, back at it one more time with another bang. Hey yo, check this out. One of my newly favorite discovered bands, as y'all can tell by all the reactions on the channel, Sublime. We got a different type of video. We got a mini doc, the tragic real life story of Sublime. Like, I don't know about y'all, when I start to connect to musicians or artists, knowing their backstory is important to me, you know, as far as connecting to their subject matter and whatnot. So a lot of y'all have started to educate me on Sublime, but I want to learn more about the stories that y'all been telling me in the chat. So we about to react to the tragic real life story of Sublime. Before we get started, I do want to say R.I.P. to Brad and long live Lou Dog. You know what I'm saying? I know how important pets could be, and I went through. I ain't even. We'll talk about that later, but yeah, long live them, man. And Sublime is just super dope. Like, they just super dope. Y'all know that. I ain't gonna talk too much. Let me know your top 5 Sublime tracks. Thank you for stopping by. If you rock with the video, consider hitting that subscribe and dropping a like, man. Much love to y'all. Hope y'all doing good and taking care of yourself. Staying safe. Let's get to the video.
Yeah, where you been? Stacking up them commas for the drama, we gon' win, Taking trips to LA, tryna go and see Japan. And I heard that you was hating, but your biddy's still a fan, muff. Where you been?
Boy, I was getting emotional before we even got in the video. Dang.
Brad Nowell, Bud Gaw, and Eric Wilson formed Sublime in 1988. The crew started playing backyard parties in Long Beach, California, and selling cassettes, and eventually grew to become one of the most popular bands in America. This is Sublime's tragic real story. The band Sublime rose to popularity in the early 1990s amid the grunge scene. But instead of the grungy Seattle sound of heavy guitar and screaming frontmen fueled by Gen X angst, Sublime's breezy Cali reggae punk, as described by Pitchfork, sounded more like dudes having a good time, and we were all invited to the party.
We grew up on the alley living across from each other, and started playing music when we were about 12, I guess.
The band formed in 1988 and landed their first official gig at a club on July 4th of that year. By 1989, Brad Nowell joined Miguel Happold in launching Skunk Records, the label that would release Sublime's first single in 1991, Date Rape, and several of the band's subsequent records.
It was because we wanted to make a record, so we saved up our money.
That's an interesting choice of first records. If y'all ain't seen that reaction, my reaction to Date, y'all, yeah.
We're all hard workers.
In June 1992, Sublime released their iconic album 40 Ounces to Freedom on the label. But even though 40 Ounces to Freedom eventually nestled itself firmly into the music collection of many a Gen Xer and millennial, it didn't reach the height of its popularity until after the death of frontman Nowell, who died of a heroin overdose on May 25, 1996. Tragically, Nowell, who was just 28, left behind a new wife and baby boy. Nowell's son, Jacob, was born on June 25, 1995. Adding to the sadness of the situation was that Nowell had just married the mother of his son, Troy Dendecker, on May 18th, a week prior to his death. But as Dendecker told CBS Los Angeles, by then, Nowell's drug use was a serious problem that she didn't think he was going to be able to overcome. Dendecker told the outlet, "It got to a point where the boys were sick of babysitting him because of the addiction. I got the same way, and he needed to fight for it."
Wait, hold up. Okay, his son is still alive. That was a little confusing. That's his. Okay. My bad.
And a fighter. Dendecker wasn't alone in her feeling that Nowell was going to die as a result of his addiction. According to Pitchfork, drummer Bud Gaw said of Nowell's death, "It wasn't a question of was it going to happen, it was a question of when it was going to happen." As Nowell's partying escalated into hard drug addiction, the band continued to release music and tour. In 1993, Sublime released Bad Fish, a song from 40 Ounces to Freedom, as a single. And in 1994, they released the album Robin the Hood. The record did well on college radio initially, according to AllMusic, but never reached the commercial status that 40 Ounces to Freedom or Sublime's 1996 self-titled album would ultimately achieve. Sublime was released in July 1996, 2 months after Noel's death. Noel's addictions may have been growing, but he was still making it as a musician and trying to be a father and husband. In the final months of Noel's life, he, Gaw, and Wilson were busy cutting the album Sublime in Austin, Texas at Willie Nelson's Pedernales studio. But according to Rolling Stone, it was clear in those months that even though Noel had tried to kick his heroin habit a few times, he was worse than ever. Paul Leary of the Butthole Surfers produced the album. He told Rolling Stone, "They're the sweetest bunch of guys, but it was chaos in the studio. There were times where someone had to go into the bathroom to see if Brad was still alive." At one point, Leary sent Noel home to get it together. The Sublime recordings lasted from February to May 1996, when Noel was found dead in the Ocean View Motel in San Francisco. Rock and Roll Roadmap reported that the singer was cremated and his ashes released in his favorite place to surf in Surfside, California. In the years after Noel's death, Gaw and Wilson put out 2 albums as the Long Beach Dub All-Stars, before bringing guitarist and singer Rome Ramirez into the group in 2009 and renaming the band Sublime with Rome. By 2011, Gaw quit the band and drummer Josh Freese filled the opening. Freese left to play with Sting in 2017, and in 2019, Carlos Verdugo of the San Diego reggae unit Tribal Seeds joined the group. In an interview with Vulture, Wilson said that even though fans came out wanting to hear original Sublime songs in the beginning, this new Sublime was different. Wilson told the outlet, "We're not Sublime, we're Sublime with Rome."
We ain't had them on the channel yet, so if y'all, a couple of y'all have been recommending some Sublime with Rome tracks. So if y'all got some for me that I could check out, let me know.
Favorite part of the show is when we're out there playing our new songs and people already know the lyrics. We're doing something there. It's been nearly 25 years since Noel died, but the songs he recorded with Sublime, Santeria, Bad Fish, What I Got, still get regular play on rock radio. The butter-voiced singer's playfully comical lyrics left their mark on generations of music fans. The Noel family is trying to honor Bradley's memory by helping others in the music community who are struggling with addiction. They created the Noel Family Foundation, which is working to open a 6-bed addiction recovery center called Bradley's House for people in the music industry who need help with substance abuse. And according to New Noise, the treatment would be free. To help fund the venture, in 2020, the foundation teamed up with Law Records and 24 bands to release an acoustic Sublime tribute album called The House That Bradley Built. And in February 2021, in honor of what would have been Brad Noel's 53rd birthday, 20 bands participated in a streaming concert to benefit the foundation. In August 2020, Brad's sister, Kelly Noel, told New Noise, "We want to honor his memory and help other families avoid all the pain we've had to go through. We've seen the challenges that musicians face in trying to get clean and stay clean. We thought this would be a good way to do that." If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please call the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Administration's 24/7 national.
I'm gonna leave this on the screen. As somebody, how do I say this? I gotta speak on it. I ride with Sublime way too much. So first off, I want to say again, rest in peace to Bradley, man. What a talented dude. You could just hear the good energy. Well, my damn forehead. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna have to edit that shit out. But what a talented individual, man. And his music, his story just makes me think of how many of us on a day-to-day go through life like with vices, because life is not easy in the slightest, right? So when I hear his music, it makes me think of, like, they explained it very, very well. I feel like it make you think like you partying with them, like to this day. So I think that's what attracted me to Sublime's music in the first place, was just how raw, uncut it was. And it was just like, is he really talking about this on this record? And he was venting through his music, and it's just good vibes. I told y'all that. Like, every song is just good vibes, and it's crazy. It reminds me of It's early, y'all. It's 5. It's 5 in the morning. Who? Robin Williams. It reminds me of Robin Williams. The people that seem like they doing the best are always battling. It seems the most. You feel me? And I think Bradley is like a representative of that. And the fact that he's an advocate for, musicians and anybody battling with substances or any type of vices. I feel like I was just talking to my mom about the late great Nipsey Hussle and the purpose that he served after he passed, and I feel like you can parallel this, although a different situation and a different way of how it went down. The fact that they music and this story has to be told about Bradley, you feel me? I think that's powerful. The fact that they could do, a show to raise funds for people battling similar situations. It makes it possible so his legacy outlives just the music, if that makes sense. So I just want to say RIP. I need more Sublime to listen to. I think it's so powerful that art and music can like transcend time. It can transcend our lifetime. We can inspire the next generation through our music, and the generation after that, as long as we pass it along. You feel what I'm saying? So the fact that y'all share the music with me, I just want to say I appreciate that. To anybody going through, battling, we all battling something. You feel me? Keep your head up, stay positive, and just keep striving. Just show up every day. You feel me? It ain't the easiest thing, but just show up every day and just know that if you down, you can dust yourself off and get up no matter what. You feel me? Only you decide if you can't get up after you fall. You feel me? And I truly believe that. We didn't all fail, but you might seem like it's impossible, but it ain't. It definitely ain't. Just start one day at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and then just go crazy, man. I really hope y'all doing good, staying safe. Seriously, man. It's just powerful. I do want to ask y'all to let me know more songs from Sublime that I'm missing on the channel, because I think I got a lot. I got most of them, but I'm sure I'm missing them. Let me know your top 5. Like I said, I hope y'all doing good. I'm going to link to another video, but more than anything, remember the only limitations you face is those that you place upon yourself, man. I got a lot of love for y'all, man. Stay up, keep grinding, and I'm out. Giddy.